Hey, this is Karen Elizabeth of KarenElizabeth.com, and today is the final day of our series of 10 things that we must give up in order to move forward. Now, some of you are having are listening to this and you just need a little bit of tweaking in these things. You're on the right track. You're doing wonderfully, but this is just a helpful little reminder of the things that you might help. Others of you have maybe a little bit, you're on a different path where you have a little bit further to go, and you are really hoping that these things are going to really trigger and catapult you and change your life. I want to address both of you today, men and women, young people, students, employers, employees, business people, salesmen, all of you. You know, Stephen Covey talks about this in his 10 Habits of Highly Effective People. He said we must always think with the end in mind. And I've heard of a story about Apollo, the Apollo rocket. When it was heading to the moon, the aim was for the moon. But you know that the Apollo rocket was really only on direct target is 60 seconds of the whole time that it was traveling to the moon. The rest of the time it was moving in a direction and would have to continue to correct its pattern all the way to the moon. So we must realize that, of course, our aim, our deliberate aim is where we want to be headed, but along the way we are going to be going to and fro slightly, and making distinctions and making corrections. So not every moment is going to be perfect. However, we can have a positive attitude about those moments, or we could have a negative moment. Too often we try to accomplish something big without realizing that the greatest part of life is made up of the little things. And what do I mean by that, the greatest part of life? Little things happen, little good things, little bad things. Whether they're good or bad, they are either times to be thankful or times to learn from. But they are only times. It is not as important for us to be reacting to all of these circumstances, because these circumstances happen because they are circumstances. They take up life. It is our reaction that determines who we are. And along the way, when you're a little child, you're very impatient. And as you get older, you've gone through so many different things that you kind of learn, oh, that's not a big deal compared to this. So you learn not to be impatient about that because it's such a little thing compared to this, compared to something else I experienced. So experience is a wonderful teacher. And I've said it before, and I just want to repeat it for the one last time. It is not what we do in life that is the most important, but it is in who we become along the way. And who we become, hopefully, is a person of wisdom and good character. Have we lived? Have we loved? Have we made an impact on others in life? This all begins by daily appreciating the moments that make up our life. Now, I have seen things and been desperate and been in fear many times in my past. And the day that I spoke out and said the words, I am not going to be afraid, or I am choosing to have courage or to have confidence. The day that I gave myself permission to choose something better was a day of great power. And I appreciate myself, and I love myself for giving myself that chance. I also gave myself permission to fear by allowing circumstances and by allowing my own choices to cause me to think that way. When I worried over divorce and how bad it was going to be, I said, gosh, this is going to be so bad. Don't you realize how bad this is going to be financially on you? Talking to my ex. I didn't realize that what I was doing was I was conditioned that divorce meant financial disaster. That's what I thought. That's what I believed. And in so believing, I was reinforcing that with my daily actions, and I was causing things to come into my life that kept me in that place. Until I made a decision to make an affirmation and a choice to say, I choose to be financially sound. I choose to give up my belief that I will be in debt. I choose to be thankful for all the money I have now and all the money that is coming to me. I have a series of faith-building affirmations, I call them, that I have on my website that I give away for free. And I put them to music, and they're really quite good. And I actually listen to them almost daily on my iPod as I walk. And each time I listen to those affirmations, they are reconditioning my mindset to help me to think right so that I can appreciate good moments, give myself opportunity to have good moments every day so that when I wake up happy. So that when the telephone rings and it's the creditor calling, to let me know that they have to let me know that I am in debt and that I owe money at the collection agency or whatever it was at the time, that I can see that as something temporary, that it will change. Giving myself permission to think the best of myself is another way of being thankful for my days, being thankful for my moments. So for you, I want to encourage you that we need to instead, we must give up not appreciating, but instead appreciate the moments. Appreciate breathing. Appreciate that you have teeth in your mouth to smile. Appreciate that you have a bathroom. I know this sounds silly, but appreciate that you have a comfortable place to sit when you are done with work. Appreciating just means reinforcing to yourself that you have given yourself these things. Because you could be in a homeless, you could be homeless in a ditch somewhere. Well, even there, I guess you could be thankful, but do you really want to be there? No, you've given yourself a couch, you've given yourself chairs, you've given yourself a home and a bathroom. You have things to be thankful for that you've provided for yourself. Either somebody gave it to you or you gave it to yourself. Either way, be thankful for it. Because you did it. You accomplished it. You are somewhere. Now, ideally, we want to have a greater life. We want to manifest more. And another time I will address those things. But for right now, for those who are stuck, for those who are maybe stuck a little, need a little tweaking, and those who are really listening to these things and saying, I really need to learn more about this stuff, I want you to consider listening to my audio series, As a Man Thinketh, with commentaries. Listening to that book would be a good next step for you. as well as if you are in business and you are interested in understanding the online marketing industry, and along with my personal journey on how I was able to get in and learn when I needed to learn, I would encourage you to get hold of my book, Branding You, The Brand New You. And it's going to be released in 2012. So you'll be able to get it in the fall of 2012. And if it's past that, of course, it's available through Amazon. And I'd love for you to just learn more about yourself. My journey that I share in that book is a journey of personal development where I go through my experiences, where I come online and I share by personal experience the things that I had to overcome, just like I'm talking about in this book, I should say, in this series that I'm sharing with you. So many of us are living less than we can live. So many of us could be really experiencing life in a more dynamic and happy way, having our needs met, loving others, and having a joyful time doing it. We must be careful not to let the opinions of others control our life. We must also remember that we should let go of the shame of past failures. We need to let go of being indecisive, of procrastinating on our goals, of choosing to do nothing, perhaps. We must let go of the need to be right, of running from problems, of making excuses rather than decisions. We must lastly let go of overlooking the positive points in our life and not appreciating the present moment. So with that in mind, I encourage you to enjoy your day. Enjoy the moments. Enjoy your life. Take control. Make the decisions that you need to make to, most importantly, choose your life. Do not allow things to choose it for you. This is Karen Elizabeth of KarenElizabeth.com. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please get hold of my books. Get on my website, KarenElizabeth.com, and learn more about your own personal development.